emotional moment. Jimin hugs Jungkook in the middle of the concert. That night, the sky seemed to vibrate together with the roar of tens of thousands of spectators who packed the stadium in downtown Los Angeles. Thousands of army bomb lights glowed like stars, creating a sea of purple light that flowed along with the music. However, amidst all that splendor, one small moment, sincere and moving, managed to steal the world's attention. Jimin hugs Jungkook on stage in the middle of a BTS concert. The concert was part of BTS' special reunion tour, and the night felt different from the start. From the opening song to the Met speaking session, the atmosphere is full of energy, laughter, and nostalgia. But no one expected that the emotional climax of the concert came precisely from the simplest interaction, hugs. It all started when BTS finished performing the sentimental song, Spring Day. The music began to die down, the stage lights flashed softly, and the atmosphere changed to a calmer one. Jimin, who was usually full of excitement and laughter, looked a little teary. He turned to Jungkook, who was standing not far from him with a gentle smile. In an instant, Jimin walked slowly, then immediately hugged Jungkook tightly in front of all the spectators. The cheers of the audience broke for a moment. The cameras from the stadium's big screen immediately highlighted the two of them. The hug didn't last long. Jimin patted Jungkook on the back, and Jungkook responded by hugging Jimin with a shy smile, but did not let go. Those few silent seconds felt like an eternity. ARMY cried, laughed, and cheered at the same time. Not a few captured the moment and spread it around the world through social media. After the hug, Jimin rubbed his eyes and spoke in a trembling voice. "I just wanted to say, thanks to all of you. And also, thanks to Jungkook, who was always by my side from the beginning." Jungkook, with a warm smile, patted Jimin on the shoulder and replied, "Hyung, you know I'm always here. Forever." The moment touched not only the fans, but it also became a symbol of the deep bond between two best friends who have gone through so much together, from trainee days, hard times, to the peak of world fame. The hug is not just a stage gesture. It is the emotional overflow of two human beings who have grown, fight, and survived together amid the glitter of a world that sometimes demands too much. The media around the world immediately caught the moment. Articles from Billboard, Rolling Stone, and NME picked Jimin and Jungkook's embrace as the highlight of the night's concert. They wrote that the moment proved how deep the friendship between BTS members is, a strength that keeps the group solid even after more than a decade together. Meanwhile, the ARMY flooded the internet with fan art, video edits, and writings inspired by the Haru moment. Many admitted that they feel closer and touched by the relationship between BTS members, which always looks sincere and not made up. Shortly after the concert, Jimin uploaded a Polaroid photo of himself and Jungkook backstage with a simple caption, "Always together." Jungkook replied with a purple emoji and 2 hearts. That alone was enough to make the ARMY cry again in the middle of the night. Jimin and Jungkook's hug moment probably only lasted a few seconds on stage, but for millions of fans around the world, it was a hug that will be remembered for a lifetime. A hug that says more than 1,000 words about friendship, love, struggle, and irreplaceable loyalty. After the concert ended, the euphoria of Jimin and Jungkook's embrace continued to be felt outside the stadium. The fans who had just watched the emotional show seemed reluctant to leave, still exchanging stories and tears of emotion. Some even re-sang parts of the Spring Day song outside the venue, creating a warm and solidarity atmosphere. That night, Los Angeles not only witnessed BTS' musical prowess, but also witnessed the depth of their sincere and unconditional human relationships. The next day, various social media platforms were flooded with analysis and reactions from ARMY around the world. Slow-motion video of Jungkook's embrace, as the duo Jimin and Jungkook are popularly known, dominates the timeline, accompanied by an emotional narrative from fans who felt that the moment was medicine for their hearts. Many admitted that they were going through a difficult time, but felt strengthened just by seeing the hug. I don't know why, but when Jimin hugged Jungkook, it felt like I was being hugged too. Like everything will be fine, wrote a fan from Brazil. Jimin and Jungkook taught us that it's okay to show emotion. It's okay to cry. And most importantly, it's okay to embrace each other, added another fan from South Korea. The hug also rekindled discussions about how BTS, and in particular the relationships between its members, have helped many people get through life's hardships. In the vast and colorful ARMY community, warmth like this is a reminder that true love and support can come from anywhere, even from the concert stage thousands of kilometers away. Several celebrities also responded. American singer Halsey, who is known to be close to BTS, retweeted footage of the hug moment and wrote, "This is love. Always proud of them." Famous actor Simu Liu also said that BTS always manages to touch hearts, even without saying a word. Not long after, HYB's agency uploaded a snippet of the official video from the concert on their YouTube channel, showing highlights of the evening, including a moment of Jungkook's embrace accompanied by soft background music. The title of the video? The Hug That Touched the World. In a short time, the video broke through millions of viewer and thou and of harrowing comment. Behind the scenes, the concert staff also shared stories that the evening was not something planned. One of the stage crew mentioned that the hug was completely spontaneous, triggered by the emotions that peaked after the rehearsal session and the stress of preparing for the concert. We can see how tough their preparation is. But once they got on stage, all that fatigue was gone. And the hug, it was a gift for all of us, one of the staff members said in an Instagram post. Jimin himself then uploaded a long message on Weverse. He wrote, "I couldn't contain my emotions that night. It felt like all the memories from the beginning of our debut to this day reappeared in front of the eyes. Jungkook was the little brother who was always there, and that night I just wanted to hug him, not as fellow artists, but as brothers. Thank you, Jungkook. And thank you to the ARMY for always making us feel at home." Jungkook replied a few hours later, "Hyung, you know I'm not very good at talking, but I understand everything. Thanks for the hug. That night, I felt so loved. And ARMY, I hope you know that we love you too, just as much." The reaction of these messages was no less incredible. Many fans admitted to crying when they read it. Such deep emotions between the two friends made the concert that night feel more than just entertainment. It becomes a celebration of brotherhood, gratitude, and love that will never fade with time. A few days after the Heartfelt concert, the atmosphere throughout the BTS fandom was still filled with the spirit and warmth of the iconic moment of Jimin and Jungkook's embrace. Fans in various parts of the world even began to hold spontaneous concerts together, just to repeat those meaningful moments together. Some in the ARMY community refer to the moment as the Jungkook healing hug, because its impact is truly healing for many people both emotionally and spiritually. One of the most touching things that came after the concert was the surge of creativity from the ARMY. Fan art has sprung up from different countries, from realist-style digital portraits to cute illustrations depicting Jimin and Jungkook in their warm arms. Even some fanfiction writers began to rewrite that night in the form of a deeper and more personal story, making it an enduring story on fan community platforms. Not only fans, even some psychology and sociocultural media highlighted the moment. An article in Psychology Today covered a special topic about the emotional power of hugs amid the pressures of modern life. Taking the example of Jimin and Jungkook's embrace, the article explains how a simple moment can have a tremendous impact on health, both for those who experienced it firsthand and for those who witnessed it at a distance. The hug has now become a symbol of the strength of a relationship built on trust, hard work, sacrifice, and true love. Jimin and Jungkook don't just show that they are group mates or just close friends. They are a family, souls who know each other in silence and take care of each other even when not a single word is said. And for ARMY, the hug wasn't just about their two idols embracing each other. It was an embrace of hope. A hug that says, we can go through everything. A hug that reminds that in a world that sometimes feels heavy and confusing, there is still room for sincerity, warmth, and unfaithful love.